Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So LR Prime Battle TIEN just came out recently. I'm over on the JP side, and he's pretty okay. I wouldn't say he's anything amazing. He definitely is lacking in terms of the link and category department, but when this guy does eventually like EZA like all the other Prime Battles, I do feel like he's going to be pretty good. Right now he just suffers from getting flat number attack buffs, but to actually get this guy, you have to go through the pain of a Prime Battle, in which you have to grind up all of these medals, 777 of these, and I believe 15 of these, so 15 runs and a minimum of, I believe, 150 runs, or like a maximum, in case you get the worst luck possible. Now, the thing with Prime Battles that you have to remember is that you can only really use free-to-play characters. So I brought up a bunch of teams that I feel like could be useful to actually get this done. For starters, I think, well, the team that I used in the gameplay that you're going to be seeing in the corner is just to sped up a couple of my runs. I used this Prime Battle Super Saiyan Vegeta, the EZA, because he leads Pure Saiyans, and there is a lot of free-to-play options for Pure Saiyans that are physical, because you don't want to use things that can actually clear this event in like one shot, and every single phase is int, so as many physical characters as possible. So for instance, you have version Z Goku, you have this free-to-play UI Goku, the 8-bit Goku, you got, where is he, this guy, he's pretty solid, you can use him. These are just a couple of the options that I personally used. I wish this guy was able to be used on these Prime Battles, but he is not technically from like a farmable event, because you buy him from the Baba shop instead of actually getting the drops for him. There's also a couple other characters that I feel like are pretty solid that you can use even if they don't have type advantage. In the LR Prime Battle Goku, he's still not like amazing or anything. He has a decent leader skill. I believe it's 90% to super class. So if you want to use him, be my guest if you just want to have a very generic team. But I think there's just Pure Saiyan options. There's so many of them that you probably can't go wrong with just running a Pure Saiyan category team led by this guy. Though you will have to have this guy EZA'd, or else you'll get only 70% to all stats. 4 key 130 is really helpful for these Prime Battles. Then we have the 7-year free-to-play LR. This guy could be okay. Like, you have the Hybrid Saiyan free-to-play team, which does have some alright options. Let's see here. I believe they don't have too many physical choices besides Vegeta Jr., but then you also have a bunch of LRs and a lot of the other Prime Battles, like Prime Battle Gohan, Prime Battle Trunks, the Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. card. A lot of just LRs, so it's a lot of like top heavy characters, but it is still like an okay team to run. Joined Forces is another category that they lead, but there's not a lot of actual Joined Forces characters that you can use. Like, if we just quickly look through this, it's just like these LRs and like Great Saiyaman 2/1, these kind of cards. Like, there's not a lot that you can actually like do with this. And then there's also, again, the GT Juniors. There's like a couple GT hero characters that you can use. B-Pan, Giru, the individual Goku Jr. and Vegeta Jr. cards. This guy who just got his EZA and Awakening, he could be pretty solid in here. Just not a lot of physical options. So when you're actually like picking a category, like say Future Saga for instance, you want to look at how many actual free-to-play like characters there are for that team. So for instance, for this team, I believe a lot of the free-to-play cards are actually like Int and SDR in tech, so there's not really a lot of actual choices here. Like, you have this guy, both of the future androids, you have the SSR version of Future Gohan. Let's see, who else do we got here? Might actually seen a lot. So maybe don't run Future Saga, because there's not really too many characters here that you can actually be useful. Oh, you have this Super Strike Trunks as well. And there's also Exploding Rage, which I actually haven't looked at the free-to-play Team 4. So let's see here. Is there anything even remotely useful? Prime Battle. Why are there 2 cells? I'm not seeing too much here. Actually, you got this Broly. You can use him. I believe there should be, yeah, this guy. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of actual characters here, so maybe not on these. I did just bring up the highest leader skills I can find for free-to-play characters. Earthlings is another one that actually does have a lot of free-to-play characters, because most of the Earthling team is free-to-play, and a lot of them are actually physical. You do got LR Krillin, you got Oob, you got TIEN himself, Master Roshi would be pretty good, you can use him. If you need a defensive unit for whatever reason, you can use Hercule / Boo, the TIEN and Master Roshi card, this Krillin. Let's see. Yeah, so just Master Roshi's Oobs. Oh, Tiensha you could use. He'd be pretty solid in here, actually. So yeah, maybe the Earthling team is actually a good one that you could probably run, because there's a lot of physical characters in this team that are actually runnable. And also you have a lot of the World Tournament cards that like haven't easy. I don't think these guys actually count, but maybe there's a couple cards in here that you might be able to use. Oh, and also this guy Tekka. So you can use like these Dragon Ball Fusions characters along with like LR Krillin, LR Master Roshi, and then bring like this TIEN Master Roshi for like a support, and maybe this Krillin, and that could work actually rather good. The only problem is with these Prime battles is they don't really give you like a lot of options to use for friend leads, so you're kind of just stuck using whatever random friend leader you get, and there isn't really a lot that they give you. Like when I was doing it, you'll see in a lot of runs, it was just giving me like random friend leaders. I got Master Roshi a couple times, I got this Prime Battle Vegeta every now and then. Sometimes I would get the Prime Battle Goku, Prime Battle Frieza is another one. Like this is all the characters you're allowed to use, and genuinely a lot of them are really bad. Because a lot of these free-to-play cards are just not good enough. Granted, you could use something like, I guess, the free-to-play Ginyu Force or something, but there's only 5 of those cards, so you're kind of just going to be struggling to find another one, because the LRs for both the Ginyu Force and the Bardock Squad are not counted in this. I wish they kind of were, but they're sadly not. But yeah, see, like, there's just not enough. Maybe you could actually just run Turtle School. I'll make that work with just Master Roshi, Goku. Let's see, actually, let's look at Turtle School real quick. It's 120%. So yeah, Master Roshi, Krillin, Prime Battle, or Version Z Goku. Let's see, 8-bit Goku, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku. This guy, yeah, I guess that could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a full physical team. So maybe just running Master Roshi as your leader and just bringing as many physical characters as possible. So just these 3 guys, the 8-bit, UI, and this Namek Saga Goku, and then Version Z and Krillin. And you guys should be able to get this done rather quickly. It took me about a day's worth of just constantly refreshing the stage and just with fighting it over and over and over again. I did get a little lucky by getting some like 20 and 10 and 15 drops, but this does take a very, very, very long time. So if you're not willing to like grind it out like now, which I do think you should, it's definitely going to be something that you're going to want to do eventually. So because when this guy gets his like LR event, if you have him completely done before that campaign drops, then you're basically going to get all of the resources that you put into him back. So it's going to be pretty useful, as well as a lot of stones. So while I know it is going to be a pain, it is definitely doable. You can go ahead and grind a second copy. This is just annoying. I don't feel like doing this usually, so I didn't. I have enough Kais to spare that I can just get this guy up to SA20 without having to farm him. When he does easy, I'll probably farm him then, but as of right now, I would just say get him to LR. If you have the time to get a second copy to LR to give him to SA20 for free, then be my guest, do that, but it's just very, very, very annoying. These are the cards that they give you for like the special. I don't know if any of these are going to be really that useful. Target Goku, Transformation Boost, and Terrifying Conquerors. Let's see, what do these categories offer? That way you always have a leader skill. Actually, I should probably just do this. Alright, let's look at this. Target Goku. Free-to-play cards, free-to-play cards. Prime Battle Cell. Anything else? Are the future androids on here? No. I don't know why they offer this. You can use these guys, the Super Strikes, and this Frieza. Because you don't count as a drop because you have to purchase you. You're a purchasable. I guess it's just Super Strike characters. So yeah, you'd have this guy, and then the Super Strikes for, I guess, 16, King Cold and Mecha Frieza. I believe there should be, yeah, this Android 13 is a droppable character, so you can use him. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this. Ugh. Definitely don't recommend doing this one. I think there should be a free-to-play Frieza from GT. Yeah, this guy who's a support unit, but it's kind of gross. I wouldn't recommend using this. Let's see, transformation boost. Is there anything good in here? Once again, it's the Friezas. And Prime Battle Cell. It seems like there's just a lot of the same characters. Anything different, though? Not seeing anything all that interesting. You got this Android 21. You got the free-to-play Universe 2 girls if you want to run them. I wouldn't recommend it. I think your best option is just Turtle School. And yeah, so I would say get this done whenever you can. Maybe just like use like a stamina bar every day while this is up permanently. When this goes away, it's going to be a lot harder to actually grind this up for free. So I would just say pop like one stamina bar into this a day and you should be able to get him done before his LR campaign comes out, which will give you a complete refund of all of the resources that you've done to put into this guy. I would say it's worth eventually because those LR campaigns do give a lot of free stones and Kais and potential system orbs. So it is worth the grind. It's just this guy I don't think is all that worth it as of right now, but he would be good later on. Plus he's another option for like the Sand Saga category team. Anyway, that's LRTN and his Prime Battle. Let me know how you guys feel about him in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.